night. Thank you again. I am JB Bryan, and this is AfroEconomics Live. And each Wednesday, thank God, I am able to share information for your financial empowerment. And it is absolutely complimentary. That's what's up, Cedric. Yes, indeed. 233 has graduated. Yes, indeed. It is Shed in the house. I hope that all of you are going to come out to the Black Health, Black Wealth celebration. Don't forget, because there's going to be a lot of hype. We've got like a great fitness class. Suyapa is going to be teaching it. I really need to next Wednesday, I'm meeting with everybody on Friday. I'm going to try to get them to make sure like I have all these squares next week that everybody that's going to be like presenting and some of the panelists, because I have all of these panelists. Any member that has anything connected with health, I'm trying to get them connected. I mean, we have hair care experts, we have food experts, we have exercise experts, we have medical professionals. We have it in our house, right? So that's why I want this forum to be a great way for us to learn to just exchange with each other. And before we start talking about our keys to financial preparedness and success, I want to look at our poll, right? In the poll, and I'm going to like end it, it's 8:05. In the poll, I asked, what is your main financial goal? Was it starting a business? Is it retirement? Is it selling your business? Is it debt freedom, credit repair, investment, selection, home ownership, or budgeting? And it came down to a tie between retirement and starting a business. 40% starting a business, 40% retirement. Not one person said investment planning. No, I'm just joking. 7% said investment selection. You all are not maximizing your relationship with me, an investment advisor. I can help you. Look, we can't really maximize our financial independence or retirement potential without first getting down to that nitty-gritty of the investment selection that's going to get you there. So that's what we do when you're a member of AfroEconomics. That's why I started up front, getting an understanding of your risk analysis and all of that. So debt freedom, I appreciate that. That's 13%. Budgeting, we got 0%. That's the one that's 0. Credit repair is 0. That could be good and bad. That could mean that we need help in the area. It could be that we got that. Our credit scores are good. We are the members of AfroEconomics. Honestly, are statistical anomalies. We tend to have higher credit scores. We tend to have higher net worth than the average Black person. That's the point. My job is to keep you there or get you there and get you farther. I did a discussion, and I will, if you haven't seen it, I was on CBS, Channel 6, the Virginia This Morning show this morning, and I was sharing the statistic that how important Black health, Black wealth is because on average, a person who is healthy in their 50s is 3 times as wealthy as the person who is ill in their 50s. That's how important it is for us to keep our stress down. That's how important it is to be a member of AfroEconomics so that you can maintain and manage and keep your financial stress at bay. That's why tonight's discussion about financial preparedness is so important, because the more financial prepared we are, right? The more financially prepared we are, the less stressful our life is. That's my argument there, Mr. Piercy. Yes, indeed. Maurice says investment selection for retirement. Yes, indeed. To grow your money. And throughout retirement, investment selection is a challenge. That is what, but of course, that's what I do. That's my job. That is all I do, is help you increase your investment returns and do better financial planning. That's the purpose. That's God's purpose for me. That's my mission. So definitely we need to realize how it's all connected. But thank you for filling out and participating in that poll. I need to do that more often. I should put some time in and create a poll every week. Let's see. Y'all hold me accountable. I know Maurice will. JB, where's the poll for this week? Look, slowly but surely the polls will become yes or no. You'd be like, oh my God. Like, yeah, yes or no, still a poll. Definitely still a poll. So let's talk about preparedness and opportunity and reaching our financial success. Preparedness plus opportunity equals success in my book. And the reason that this topic became front and center for me, surprisingly, is because of the Popeyes chicken thing. And you're like, what? But yeah, because I was like, I was going to call this like, don't be like Popeye's chicken. And don't, you know, I was like, but everybody's talking about the Popeye's chicken thing. So I'm not, you know, and then so I just had to go the other way. Thank you, Scottman. So, but this is, I can tell you, because we're family, that Popeye's chicken was not prepared for their opportunity. Because the opportunity plus preparedness equals success. But forever, this will be studied in business schools as a business failure, that Popeyes did not maximize. Do you know how much money they lost because they did not have the chicken sandwiches available? Yes, some people switched to other stuff and got something else, but a lot of people said, that's all I came for, and they left. Which, if I came for something, I'm going to leave. But thank God I didn't. I have absolutely, thank God, zero interest in a fried chicken sandwich. You know, but it was popular, and there is a market for it. But they were not prepared for that opportunity. So you got to have preparedness plus the opportunity to reach the levels of ultimate success that we're all seeking. So this topic is rooted in seeing people get opportunities, but they're not prepared for the greatness that the opportunity is bringing to them. Like Popeyes, like your cousin Smook Smook, who, you know, had all the opportunity in the world. Like, I was listening to some comedian the other day, I think it was like on Dave Chappelle, and he was talking about a friend of his who was very smart. They went to high school and everything together in DC. He was very smart. He got full scholarship to undergrad, full scholarship to college, full college, you know, graduate school, all this stuff. And then he got married to the wrong person. And he was in DC and he had to go through a divorce. And he was like, he tried to warn him, don't go through a divorce. So then years later, he said he saw him in DC, like working at a shoe store or something. He was like, here this guy is. He's like one of the smartest people that he had ever met. So even though he had these opportunities, he wasn't prepared. And I remember another kid, like from high school, my own personal situation, where you would see like the smartest kids and they would go to college and have like a nervous breakdown or something. Like they, you know, and then the next time you see them, they're cracked out or something because they were not prepared. They were not fully equipped for the opportunity that they had, so they could not reach their ultimate level of success. And that's what we want to make sure that does not happen to you. Even this morning, like a friend of mine that, you know, I would say, I don't like to say a friend, but a person that I've known that used to be married to my best friend. So he's not my friend because he's on the enemy side, because he was married to my best friend. But so anyway, so I don't want her to watch this video and then say, oh my God, you were talking about him as your friend? No, he's not my friend. But anyway, things have worked out for him. So he was saying, he said, you know what, if I had done this particular opportunity that now that he has, that he was saying that I wish that this had happened earlier so that I would not have wasted all that time in corporate America. I could have been doing this now. And now he's like in his 60s and everything. He's like, I could have done this years ago. And I'm like, no, it worked out exactly the way it was because what? I knew him years ago and he was in no way prepared for this opportunity that now is leading to his success. He had to get prepared. He had to go through those things. He had to get, you know what I mean? He had to kind of, you know, mess up. So a couple of opportunities. So these are some key tips that I want to share, that I want you to take with you, that right now, I want us to make sure that we are prepared for our greatness. We are prepared. I know that there are things now that I can handle that I was not prepared for earlier in the business. As a business owner, I can handle a lot more things than I could before I was 25 years deep as a business owner. So the first thing for us, I believe that we have to just learn how to just do you. So many of us just spend a lot of time looking at what everybody else is doing. You know, and it always frightens me when somebody says, well, what do you do if, or what do you do with clients that, and what do you so-and-so? No, that's not how it works. A good advisor only thinks about you. It doesn't matter like what's applicable to 10 other people or 20 other people or this and that. If you're ever getting help from someone and they say, this is how we do it, even if they're cutting your grass and they say, this is how we cut grass, and that's not how you want your grass cut, you want your grass cut up and down, but they say they cut grass side to side, then you fire them because you do you. You have to focus on what you do and how you want things done. How you feel that this is what's going to be best for you and your family and for your goals, right? So I believe that you just have to, for ultimate preparedness for our financial success, that we have to get a tunnel vision of doing you and doing it your way and not looking all around, checking out the Joneses, seeing how big their yard is, how big their car is, where their kids go to school, who they're married to, and what they're doing, and or if they're single, or if they're what. No, do you. My second point is to constantly improve yourself. Study yourself. Always get better. Always. Like when you see someone, when somebody sees you a year ago and then they see you a year later, your conversation should be advanced. Your experiences should have advanced. You should not, if they met you and you were in the gutter, they should meet you definitely at least on the sidewalk, right? You should not be the same place that you were. You know, if you were on the mountaintop, you know what I'm saying? You should be on a higher mountain. You need to do things, you know, to progress yourself, to enhance yourself daily. So if we're doing something that's improving yourself daily, then it definitely you're improving week to week. You're improving month to month. You're improving, you know, over a year's time. Right? And even if to you, it seems like you're standing still, you're not. That's crazy. My nose is like, whoo, I don't know. So that definitely improve yourself and take care of yourself. Study yourself. Invest in yourself. As I was saying, 90% of every dollar that comes out should go towards something for yourself. 90%. 10% of your resources can go to garbage if you must. But 90% is for self, family improvement, life improvement, world improvement. A third point, make money by doing something that you enjoy. Yeah, don't just work, just make sure that you're doing something that you enjoy. Then you'll be the best at something that you actually enjoy. And yes, it is possible for you to do that. And then a fourth point is have financial goals and establish a budget. So I know that 0% in the survey said that they wanted to do a budget, but it could be because you already have it, right? You already have it, you know. But if you don't, because having your financial goals and having a budget and having a plan is going to allow you to be prepared for this goal as you reach it. This is how I'm going to get this done. This is how much money I can spend every day. This is how much money I can spend each month. This is how much, you know, it's okay to be that way. It's okay to want structure. It's vital for your success. And my fifth point for preparing for your opportunity and being prepared and establishing financial success is to live below your means. And we haven't been programmed like that. As Black people, because of the discrimination that we've experienced, it's become commonplace for us to become too interested in how someone else views us externally. And, you know, I remember my mom would say, you can't go out the house like that. You can't come in the house at that time. You can't dress like that because somebody might see you and, you know, this thing, you have to present a certain way. And I remember my father, you know, saying that there was a time where, you know, when they would never, because he grew up on a farm, would go down the street with jeans on. And he was like shocked at how everybody wears jeans. And even more shocked when my mother took my daughter to the mall and spent $150 on jeans that were split, like just cut up. It was like they took my money and bought like $150 cut up jeans. This is how those jeans got introduced into my daughter's life. Not from me. Even soda. My mother introduced her to soda. I'm like, Mom, you gave her soda? That's like crack giving your child. So you got to be careful who your children hang around, right? But live below your means and know that we don't have to impress anybody. And the more comfortable you become living below your means, the more fun it is. I truly, truly have learned to just love living below my means. As I was saying, like that, I've learned to like shop within my own closet. You know, there's no better way to save money than to be able to shop within your own house. No, it's just that every time it's just amazing that we feel that we have to always buy something new all the time. It can run you into poverty, just buying things. It is amazing to me how many store credit cards the average Black woman has in her purse. Store credit cards? I mean, seriously, just because of the 20% offers? No. I had one client, he was retiring, and he said, these are some bills that I want to make sure that I pay off. For my wife, I promised her that I'd pay them off. There were like 20 credit card bills, different stores that she had just put things on. He paid them all off. It's like, oh my goodness. I said, the only thing we have to do is make sure that she never uses them again. Like, how do we make sure she doesn't need these? Just a Visa card. These need to go. And he said, yeah, but I really need to check on that. I bet they're all back up again. It's amazing how quickly that can happen. My sixth point for your financial preparedness is to expect the unexpected all the time. Have that emergency fund and expect the unexpected to happen. Just expect it. So that if you expect the unexpected, like if you expect that, yes, my car may break down one day, or I might need to get my car worked on one day, and I might need, I mean, you can even look up on your car and you can find in Google the average amount that it will cost in order to maintain your car. Like the last Mercedes that I had, I went into the service department and I said, you know, when I was thinking about like, should I get rid of this car or not? I said, about how much is it going to cost just to service this? Because, you know, it was all paid for and everything. It was like, it's going to be about $6,000 a year. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And it's not even the car that I want. you know, and I was like, I'm not going to do that. And then I had a $5,000 repair. So it would be about $11,000, you know what I'm saying? And thank God I had it. But I was like, I would rather just buy something else. I'd rather buy what I really want. But, you know, we have to have the savings in order to actually take care of the unexpected. And because these things are going to happen. I remember, you know, when I used to be like that, like buying all these luxury cars, and I was in the hood one day getting some gas, and the brother was like working there, and he was like, yeah, the maintenance on that is really expensive, isn't it? And I was like, well, if maintenance is an issue, then you should not have a vehicle like that. You know, he was like, oh, shut up, probably, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I don't think about the maintenance. If I want that, then that's what I got, and I got to deal with the consequences of it. And that's what we have to do. So if you ever run into somebody and they have something like, say, a big house or, you know what I mean, anything, and they complain about it, it really irritates me. It doesn't make any sense to me because you consciously made that decision. That's what you decided to do. You know, that's like if you marry a beautiful woman who is very high maintenance. And then when you marry her, you have the audacity to complain about her. It makes no sense. Or vice versa. You know, you introduce that person into your life. Like, they are your responsibility. So we have to understand that to whom much is given, much is required. Expect the unexpected. And the seventh point is debt. Debt will always make it difficult to reach a point of financial success. Debt will always do that. You are always paying extra for anything that you finance. And remember, I'm going to continue. I don't care if I say that every week. I'm going to bring home and I'm going to make you feel guilty for having debt. If you're nothing else in life, you should be debt free to maybe just the mortgage. Just the mortgage, you know, but that's it. But what happens is the mortgage leads to the new car, leads to the new TV, leads to the new, if you're not careful. But we're not like that. AfroEconomics is not like that because we don't do that. It's not, right? Right, Eugene? Can I get an amen? But we're different. So debt will always make it difficult for you to reach financial success. My 8th point is for our financial preparedness is to invest for the long term. Stop thinking that you can come to me and we invest in a particular portfolio and that in 90 days it should be doubled. That's not how investments work. Investments are for the long term. If the word investment means investing, it means long term. Saving means something for right now. Saving and investing are two different things. Different webinar, but we have to realize that. Invest for the long term. My 9th point is don't gamble. And for those of you who are in Virginia, near my Virginia office, there's this new place, and even in Maryland, my Maryland people, then I got Virginia people going up to Maryland, to gamble. Don't gamble. Don't gamble. Then I even have people who will go and put thousands of dollars in gambling and lotto and stuff like that and tell me that they're afraid of the stock market. Come on now. Do you realize the statistics on the addiction of gambling to Black women? Black women, we have to be careful on our exposure to gambling. You have to control that. We have to control that. You do not, and we cannot afford to throw away any money. Yes, okay, you win sometime, but let me run the numbers. You always want to talk about what you make, but you don't want to discuss all those losses. It's not, don't gamble. My 10th point is be determined. Don't settle for less. You're not going to get your ultimate success if we settle. If you said, well, this is really what I really want is this particular home right here. But I'm just going to go ahead and finance this one over here because what? If this is the one that you want, and you haven't saved up enough down payment for the one that you want, then focus on the one that you want. Don't settle. Delayed gratification. Do what you must do to get exactly what you want. Be determined. The ninth principle of AfroEconomics. 11, look at this, bonus. Be organized. Have a will. Update your beneficiaries. Know where you are financially at all times and stay in touch with reality. I put that all in number 11. Dang. Look, at some workshops, that would be all of it. like, be organized, have a will, update your beneficiaries, know where you are financially at all times, stay in touch with reality. Oh my goodness. And that's just number 11. That's how we bring it. My 12th point is communicate with your family. The best way to avoid fighting about money with your significant one is to talk to them about money. Talk to them about it. Remember always that you're a team. And it's so much better to stay together. So much better. And I don't even want to hear Maurice say anything about it's cheaper to keep her. Right? Ms. Crockett said, preach, indeed, amen, amen, back at you, amen. But communicate. When it was 1995, asked me, when am I coming to DC? I was in DC all the time. If I knew who you were, I'd call and tell you exactly what day. I gotta be careful. Definitely. But yes, I'm in DC on the regular. Yeah, I'm supposed to be there actually very, very soon. I just said I wasn't gonna say exactly when. But y'all, you all know where my DC office is? Yes, my DC office is at 712th Street. Yes, indeed, at Metro Center. Oh, Miss Swanzer, yes, I'll get you my schedule. When you want to get together, we're going to make that happen. Yes. I've been staying close to Virginia because of this Black Health, Black Wealth in Virginia. Yeah, so I've been doing that. I hope, Miss Swanzer, you're going to come to that because I was scheduled to be in DC on Friday. And then I said, well, let me do this and get everybody together. So I want all the panelists to come, Ms. Cotman, on Friday. And definitely, help me. I got to make sure I send everything else. So everybody should have gotten it, who are trying to get to help me as panelists and everything for the Black Health, Black Wealth. But yeah, I just went there. Dr. Williams, you see how I just lost it like that? You said, Dr. Williams said, I think I just learned that I am. Yes, you are. You are high maintenance. That's what your wife told me. She said, my husband is high maintenance. And my last point is to be honest. It's always best. Be honest about everything. And most importantly, be honest with yourself. And I write about that. Look, I write about that in the book. Make sure that everybody has read it. All of you members, you can download it for free. If you want your printed copy as a member, you can get it at a discount. And remember, you have your full financial planning membership. You have your online free membership. So take advantage. But the book, I talk about this, just really being honest with yourself. How bad do you want it? Like I was talking to a member today, and we were talking about, health decisions, because, that it's so connected to everything. And then they were saying, well, I do, this because they were basically saying why they compromise on some things. And I was just saying, we can't. There's no space for that. But it's because I want it real bad, so you got to really decide, and be honest about it. How bad do you want it? Because if you want it real bad, then you like me. If you don't want it real bad, then I make you sick. It's like she irritates me. And I get that. For a while I was like, oh, I want everybody to like me. And no, everybody shouldn't like me. The only people that should like me is the people that are like-minded. You got to want to be successful. You got to want to know that it takes sacrifice. You got to be willing to do what is required all the time, not every other day, to every day in order to move this train forward. You got to be committed. You got to have the same values as I have. And I mean, AfroEconomics says it all. It's 10 principles. Tell you. And when you believe in these 10 principles of financial success, that you're going to have legacy, that you want to have accountability, that you are determined, that you do put God into the center of everything in your life, then you get it. Then you get it. Right, Eugene? Then you get it. Right, Mike? Yes. Yes. So thank you so much to all of you. How you doing, Miss Wright? Thank you. Thank you, Demetrius. Thank you, Akila. Thank you, Andrea. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Miss Greenwich. Hey, Craig, Cynthia, Cheza, Eugene, Frederica. Yes, the Haydens. I appreciate you, Dr. A, Katrina, Mr. Piercy, Maurice, Michelle, Mike. Yes, Monica, Patricia, Ronald. Hey, Valencia. Yeah, Dr. Williams out, and Mrs. Williams is back there too. How you doing, Mr. Jones? T. Jones. And Mr. Martin, thank you so much. We have, like, I can't wait. I wish that all of y'all could come, but I know I'm celebrating in the top of 2020, I'm trying to decide between January and March because of the weather, but we are having a big AfroEconomics celebration. And I just feel that God is doing something special with us. Like we need this. We need this opportunity to network with each other. We need this opportunity, right, Ms. Crockett, to have like-minded, determined people. We all work so hard. Yes, yes, indeed. And it's okay to be high maintenance because you work so hard. Let's work. Look, when he says high maintenance, he's talking about he works really hard to maintain everything. Yes, indeed. Eugene said, amen, to keep God in the center of all that we do. Yes, yes, and yes. But I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to register for the blackhealthblackwealth.com. Thank you for bearing with us on the Texas. Thank you for never complaining. Thank you for just supporting it. I'm so thankful. And I will be on Sunday morning with our, this topic is going to, this Sunday is going to be kicking off our Black Health, Black Wealth continuation. I am going to put that into the ground. You would be amazed how much more money you can make when you stay healthy. We have to put our best foot forward for that. Indeed. So I appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful evening. And email me at jb@jbbryan.com if you need anything. Thank you, Kim. But I always feel empowered when you speak. That's so positive. I feel empowered when you text. Thank you so much. Let me see. My sound system on temporary. I'm gonna get my sounds right. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. You have a great week too, Monica. God bless you and thanks. Thank you, Maurice. Good night. Cupcake 426. I hope to see you soon. Keep smiling, Miss Granny. Thank you, Michelle. We have everything to smile about. I ain't gonna keep. I'm just joking. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. So smile. Good night, Miss Witherspoon. Talk to you soon. Good night.